Hey, what's up YouTubers? This is John Rambo. I'm making this video in response to one of my last videos about the AK versus the AR, discussion. One of my subscribers asked me why my opinions was of shotguns. And I wasn't sure if they was asking me more about the Saiga or just shotguns for survival in general, so I figured I'd share my views and opinions on shotguns today. I'm going to kind of start with Saiga since I think he was leaning in that direction. Now this is mine. I told you it's been a while back. I was going to do 3 shotgun projects. One was the Mossberg 500, and one was the Survival New England 12 gauge. And then the other was going to be putting this in Kushner pup stock. But anyway, he asked my opinion on the Saiga, and I really hadn't used it enough to get a good opinion of it, or draw any opinion of it. But I know back when these come out, they were kind of in a niche market. It was one of the only magazine-fed shotguns there was, and a buddy of mine, talk like this is, or try it, so I bought one. I fired it some, but they're real finicky on ammo. I don't know if it's just not broke in, or, if you're somebody watching this video and you know more about Saigas than I do, I actually use them. I'd rather experienced owners, tell me about this, but when these come out, they were in a league of their own. It was about the only magazine-fed shotgun there was. This day and age, there's quite a few magazine-fed shotguns. I know back in the day, competition shooters took these and dumped $1,000 or more trying to make them into competition guns by adding magazine wells, turning it, putting a pistol grip here, turning it into original AK style, and just dumped about thousands of dollars into them. And I don't know if I ought to go ahead and proceed with the Kushner pup conversion, or just sell it as is, and get my money back or whatever, move on to something else. But in this day and age, I like to use what's reliable, and I think that, the Fostech, if you want a magazine-fed shotgun, I think the Fostech might be a better option than this today. Go on YouTube, do your reviews if you need an opinion of shotgun. I'm trying to give you my honest opinion on firearms, and so I just really can't go, I really don't have an opinion on the Saiga yet. It's one thing, do I dump the money and try to convert it to a Kushner pup or not? But anyway, let's see just about Saigas, but we'll move on to something else. One of the other projects I told you I was going to do was this Mossberg 500 home defense shotgun, or we call it Frankenstein 500 on my channel. But what I prefer. I prefer what works, and I grew up using single shot, or owning single shots, using single shots, and using Mossberg 500. When I was about 11 or 12, I started rabbit hunting and squirrel hunting with a single shot 20 gauge Casnar. Kind of like, this one up here is a New England 20. But anyway, that's what I grew up using. And when it comes to shotguns, I don't really think you can go wrong with just a Mossberg pump. I think Mossberg, I think they got shotguns right. I like the fact that there's no elevator here getting in the way when you're loading the tube, and I also like the fact that the safety is up here. So I really think Mossberg, they got shotguns right. Just like not all rifles are set up to do the same thing, not all shotguns are set up to do the same thing. If you wanted my opinion on a survival shotgun, I'd probably tell you to look at getting two Maverick 88s. Maverick 88 is exact same thing as a Mossberg 500, except you know it's got the black plastic stocks. This is actually a Mossberg 500, but you know it takes the same accessories, everything. So get you two Maverick 88s, set one up for hunting, set the other one up for home defense. You know, you can set one up like this, and so yeah, I really like the Mossberg 500, 835. I think a 935 as far as the safety and not having nothing in the way of loading it. Same as this. That other shotgun, the combat one. Shoot, I can't remember. Anyway, so you know, this is my Remington 1100s. I've owned it for over 20-some years, and this is I've used this as a competition shotgun. I have an 8-round magazine extension. I have a 28-inch barrel and a 10-round magazine extension. This is a good solid shotgun. So you know, in the gun industry, there's a lot of people who, it seems like the gun industry in the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years has just went to crap. And you know, there's a lot of products out there as far as shotguns, but I'm sticking to the older stuff anymore, and it's the reason why is it seems like a lot of the modern day guns are all suffering from the same thing. The companies are pushing quantity and not quality out their doors, and so I just keep using the same shotguns. One thing about if you decide to go with the Remington 1100, you know, there's gas rings in here that need to be changed out every once in a while. I changed mine just a few months ago because it was getting where it wouldn't eject. I was having feed issues, but it's working fine now. I actually found the Remington brand rings. I had some, what were they, Brownell rings, but they didn't work so well in this gun, so I finally found the Remington one, put it in there. It's working like a charm now. I've used this gun for competition, and I've used it for hunting. This has been my go-to gun for the past 20 years. And you can see here I got the big lever. But these elevators right here was what I was telling you about, the Mossberg 500. You know, these kind of get in your way. The 870's got one too. They kind of get in your way when you're loading a magazine too. But you know, more options. I tend to, when I say traditional, I'm talking about just your traditional hunting stocks, not the thumb holes, not the, you know, magazine fed stuff. Another traditional shotgun you might want to look at that I would probably, I want to try in the future is a Benelli shotgun. Benellis are inertia fed, not gas fed. A lot of shotguns like the 1100 are gas fed. The Benelli, it's, when I say inertia, it means the recoil of the shell actually pushes the bolt back and ejects it. And I've actually found, because it don't have the gas system like the 1100, is a light shotgun. So that's something I may be looking at in the future. You know, I guess you could say like if you wanted a combat shotgun magazine fed, the Fostech is a really awesome looking shotgun. When we was talking about combat shotguns, you know, in the past few years there's been a plethora of new products, and people have been giving them bad reviews. Like the is it the UTS 12? I really thought that was a mean looking shotgun. I thought it looked real cool. And also the Kel-Tec KSGs, I've seen mixed reviews on those also. So that's why, you know, I'm kind of sticking to, I've been sticking to tradition. You know, I've still got the old style shotguns. You know, another survival shotgun I don't think you can go wrong with is a good old single shot. And this is a New England 20 gauge, and I got it mounted here. growing up, some of the old people in my area, or you know, my great grandmom, her house, they had a single shotgun right over the door right here, and you know, it makes sense. You know, if something's getting into your chickens, you run out the door, you grab a gun right, you know, as you're going out the door, or some miscreant character shows up on your property or something, you know, comes knocks on your door with ill intentions, you know, your best buddy's right there at the door. So you know, it's really a shame that it's, you know, they ain't making New Englands anymore. But if you're looking for a good solid single shot shotgun, you know, I'm gonna recommend the New Englands. I've seen these new folding shotguns, and what I think they're all made in Turkey, but they put a Hatfield name on them or something. They give it an American name, but it ain't made nowhere near America. And there's several companies that got their names on these shotguns now, but look, it might be cool and work good for a backpack. But if you want a really good solid shotgun, if you can find them now, pick up a New England. It's John Rambo. Stick with tradition on shotguns, traditional shotguns, and I'm out.